What is up, folks? This is Briston from Briston Gaming, and we are back with another exciting episode of 7 Days to Die Mods Weekly, the show we help figure out what mods are good for you. And this week, as you guys can see here, this whole week is about research notes, since that is the super huge focus for Alpha 21. These mods are all about making the notes work for us, as opposed to, for the fun pimps. Sorry, that was a lame joke. Anyway, so this week we're going to cover some cool mods. But before we jump into anything, I do want to say thank you all for the support. Thank you, Modos, for all the really cool work you guys do. I love seeing all the cool mods you guys keep coming up with. It's just really nice to see. No matter how long this game has gone on, you guys have made this game playable for me and countless thousands of others. So thank you guys so much for what you do. But now we're going to go and jump into the mods. And our first mod, as you guys can see here, is Research Bench by P4TTO or Potato, and it's a really cool mod that makes it to where from day one you can craft a research bench. It only takes iron, mechanical parts, paper, and wood. And at this research bench, you can actually craft the books and magazines that you want. Well, the magazines that you want, you can't craft the like the Perk Books and stuff like that, but you can still hit all the big hitters. You can still get all the sharp sticks. You can still get the shotgun weeklies and stuff like that. So if you're having a hard time getting these things through loot and stuff like that, or you feel like your progression, you're having to put points where you don't want to be able to do certain stuff, this is a fantastic mod for that, because now as you get things, like let's say you've already read this helmet light mod schematic, but you've got like 4 more. Well, now I can scrap it. Same for this like medical journal. Say we don't really care. We want to scrap those. We want to scrap these, scrap these, scrap these. Well, as we scrap them, as you guys see, we're getting research data. I almost said research notes. We're getting research data. And it's just like in Darkness Falls. When you scrap the books and stuff like that, the better quality book, the different types of books and stuff that they are, the more you're going to get. So you see like the actual crafting, like the level crafting books give more than just the schematics do. So you're going to want to focus on those type things. So that's why it's really cool, because you can come in here, again, you can craft it day one. It's really simple to craft, and you can craft any of the books, any of the crafting books that you want without having to waste points on them. It's a fantastic mod for that. It is not a server-side mod, unfortunately, because of the custom assets. It has to be installed on both client and server, but it is still fantastic. So P4TTO or Potato, however you want to be called, man, thank you so much for this. And now we're going to go ahead and move over to the next mod. All right, folks, so this next mod is the super cool Knife Perk Books by Nightmare Moon Pie, which is just a hilarious name. Anyway, sorry. It is an awesome set of perk books that make your knife play even better, and they're called the Surviving Sharp Weapons. So Volume 1, learn how to give knives 25% more range. Volume 2, learn how to do 15% more damage with knives. Volume 3, knives will degrade 20% slower. Volume 4, knives will ignore 50% of armor on enemies. Volume 5, you use 25% less stamina. Volume 6, you're 20% more stealthy with a knife out. And Volume 7, make 20% less noise with a knife out. And, sorry, I meant to go ahead and read all these, not hit escape. And then, when we come in here and we look at our little perk books, we go to Surviving Sharp Weapons. We have Agile, Hack, Slash, and Hack, and you have Master the Art of the Blade and now can ninja your way around. Each kill with a knife increases your movement speed by 20% and crouch speed by 50% for 10 seconds. Now, if you combine this with Deep Cuts and some of these other knife perks, or even other knife perk mods that we've covered, this is a fantastic mod that will really make knives stand out and make them a super fun weapon to play with. I've been watching Glock 9 do his Wild West series, playing with knives and stuff like that. I actually love the thought of using knives more in this game, especially machetes, bone knives, stuff like that. Like, I like using a bone knife early game, and this mod really just helps them stick out. As you learn these perks, you can do even better, get more range, more damage, they degrade slower, ignore armor. It's so good. I like this mod so much for that. So awesome mod. Thank you, Nightmare Moon Pie. And with that, we're gonna go ahead and move over to the next mod. This flinging door is so flinging hard to open, but not anymore. thanks to the super cool Sledgehammer Perk Books by Nightmare Moonpie. I'm sorry, folks, I lost a bet to Lunabug. I had to do that. It's a fantastic mod that, just like the previous one, adds in a bunch of really cool books for sledgehammers. In Volume 1, you do 25% more damage to safes with sledgehammers. In Volume 2, you do 50% more damage to doors with sledgehammers. In Volume 3, Sledgehammer drawn in combat uses 20% less stamina. Volume 4, sledgehammers degrade 20% slower. Volume 5, sledgehammers have 20% more range. Volume 6, sledgehammer kills award 15% more experience points. And Volume 7, sledgehammers deal 15% more damage. And then when we come in here and we look at our perk books, and we look at the Sledgenomics, Sledgehammer Vitality. You are a master of the hammer and know the great secrets of this humble weapon. It kills with the sledgehammer, give you 20% HP. Now, if Glock 9 had been using this when he was inside the I think it was the Shotgun Messiah factory for his little Horde Night Quest thing, and if Simon uses this on Neves Gaming's cul-de-sac, this mod would be a game changer for both of them because you're going to hit harder, knock through stuff faster, use less stamina, and restore health. It's a win all around. Sledgehammers are already a really strong weapon. This only tweaks them just a little bit. I still prefer a club because of how fast they can go, and the perks for clubs to being able to just knock enemies ridiculously far away, stuff like that, make them just, bounce away. But this is great for getting those AoE swings, which a hammer can do on a power attack, get some burns, stuff like that out there. And plus, the extra damage to doors is never a downside. The reduction in stamina is never a downside. It's a fantastic mod for that. And this one, just like the previous one, is a nice server-side mod, so you don't have to worry about, how am I going to play with my friends with this? You can all have it installed, no problem. And with that, we're going to go ahead and move over to the last mod. All right, folks, so our last mod is the Books Expanded by Dementive. And you see, we have 42 books. Each one of them is based on the vanilla. They're called the super books. And you see, it just says improves armor crafting. But if we use it, you notice how much it actually went up. We'll use another one, see how much it went up. It goes up by 2 as opposed to by 1. It's a small change. They're a little bit more rare in loot than normal books, but they do allow you to progress faster. So if you don't want to go the route of the very first mod we covered this week where you can actually craft the books yourselves, if you want to find them through loot or buy them from traders, because you can buy these from traders, this is another really good mod to use. And it is a server-side mod because it's just slightly reskins of the new stuff. It's really fun to have because you can boost your crafting or whatever kind of book you loot through these. Well, they're all crafting anyway, but still. It's just fantastic to have because you can find these in loot. You're not having to go book by book. You're not having to spend a lot of points to try to up the increase or up the chances of being able to unlock these things. Now you're going to find them. You're going to get 2 instead of 1. It's a small increase, but it is an increase that can be pretty impactful, especially if you're playing with friends and you all have this installed, you're trading books around together, stuff like that. It really does make a big impact. I've been playing it with my friends. We've all enjoyed it. And with that, folks, that actually wraps us up for the week. It's a really short, really quick week, but thank you all for sticking around. I hope you had fun. If you liked the episode, like, subscribe, drop a comment down below. Let us know what you think. Have fun, take it easy, and we will see you next time.